Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Big Air Zero One here, coming at you with a video on installing some LED lights on your boat trailer. The reason why I'm changing over to some LED lights as well, somebody decided to smash my lens off of my left side of my trailer while I was out fishing last week, and well, they even took the lens with them. So as some of you are aware, I do like LED lights, so I figured it'd probably be a good time to switch the whole trailer over to some LED lights and have some new lights. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the lights that I bought. So I bought some LED lights from Amazon. They were only about 36 bucks. These are submersible LED trailer light kit. So looks like it comes with some side marker lights, which is 2 wires attached. A whole whack of trailer wire, I guess. If you wanted to rewire your whole trailer, I'm just going to plug into my existing wires. Probably just going to solder them, but it looks like it comes with a bunch of connectors and screws and stuff like that, so which makes it a lot easier instead of hunting out for some stuff. But I'm going to solder mine. So it comes with the two lights, and you know, they should be hopefully quite a bit brighter. I'll try to do a quick photo of the lights on, and then the lights with the LED after I've done installing it. So but yeah, looks pretty simple to install. The wires are all quite similar to the ones on my truck or my trailer. So I've got yellow, brown, and white wires all on the trailer itself, and then for my left side, and then for the right side I've got my the other ones, the other colors, the green and brown and looks like white. So, but it also comes with a license plate mount. We'll see, I've got one on there. I may just use this one, I haven't decided yet. So looks like it's a decent quality. It comes with looks like a side marker. As you can see, there's LED lights in there on the side. The marker lights come with some LED in there as well, so hopefully those are quite a bit brighter. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So as you can see, as somebody had destroyed my marker light. I don't know why somebody would choose to rip it off, but they did. This is what my stock one looked like. It's just a stock standard incandescent light. And then those yellow markers I'll put up here. A while back I accidentally kicked this off, so I've never replaced it, so I figured, well, I'll replace that as well. I'm assuming, you know, it's going to be pretty simple. 2 bolts to undo there, maybe drill some holes in there so that these will go back on, and I'll mount them sideways. So some of the tools you're going to need a circuit tester or a light tester. We're going to check to make sure that the lights on the truck are working correctly. They are, but I just want to show you how to test your lights to make sure that they're working from the power unit itself. You have your wire strippers that all you need to strip the wires. You need a 7/16 wrench, and then we're going to solder the wires. So I've got some heat shrink tubing there and the soldering stuff. So let's go test the power unit. So now we're going to check the power unit to make sure that the plug-in is working correctly. We have a light tester or circuit tester that I'm going to use to check to make sure that each one of these are working correctly. So to use this, you basically need to have the other end, so the cable, to some sort of ground on the vehicle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my lovely wife, who's here to help me out today, with with the signals and the brakes and to make sure that everything is working correctly. So Mrs. Big Air, if you could, can you please go inside the vehicle and turn on the lights? Okay, so right now, can't. The lights are on. Do you want to turn them off real quick? Off? Yeah. Okay, so that's the main running lights and lights. Do you want to hit the brake light?
Yeah. Brake on.
Brake off.
Brake off.
Okay, brake on.
Brake on.
Brake off.
Brake off.
Okay, left signal.
Left.
So as you can see, that left signal is working. The brake lights are working. Right signal.
Right.
And my 4 ways, please.
4 ways.
So those are the, I don't know if you can see real quick in there. So this is your power, it's your lights. This was your,
Left.
the left signal is the third one down on my truck, and then the right signal is the top one. So the reason why it's flashing so fast is I don't have a load resistor on my LED lights that I have installed in my truck. So, but yeah, that's how you test to make sure that your lights are working correctly from this. I have a 4-point prong from here, and then as you can see, looking at the trailer, this is going to be my right, this is going to be my left. These 2 brown wires here are going to be power for the running lights, and then the white is going to be my negative. Things I wanted to mention too was there's a whole bunch, every vehicle might be a little bit differently and a different way of setup. This is for my RV, which I believe is a 7 prong hookup, which I just have right straight from my RV to that, but then this I can use for my trailer. So this is a 4-prong trailer connector, and then you can get like a 3-prong which will just have left, right, and power, and then you'll have your 5-point connector, which will have backup lights and your trailer brakes potentially as a blue wire that would be an extra on this connector. So yeah, I think you can get up to a 9-point connector for your RV, but typically for boats and trailers and stuff like that, like you can use these for boat trailers, bike trailers, any kind of dump or utility trailer. You know, that's basically what you would use this one for. And obviously the trailer connector would be, you know, depending on how it's all hooked up, but I like to check mine before. This is an easy loader trailer. So for me, this thing, I bought it brand new, so I know that the color codes are all correct. So I'm just gonna hook up the wires, and hopefully it should all work. So yeah. So we're gonna start by removing these 2 nuts on the back. Whenever you're working on this, you want to make sure that you're not hooked up to the truck itself, so that way you don't blow any fuses if you accidentally touch some of the wires together. But as you can see, that's my ground cable, so they grounded it right to the frame of the trailer. And then you have your left blinker, which is the yellow, and then your brown wire, which is your lights. So we're gonna snap or cut these. Cut them and strip them. Okay, so now I've got it all off. I've got the bolts off. This one just is nice, it bolts right on. I'm gonna take a connector, a little connector, and hook it up to the white wire, and then also have a little piece of heat shrink over top of it so that it stays nice and sealed, or somewhat. It's on there pretty good. Okay, I also forgot to mention that this has a license plate light here, as you can see. So it's gonna have a nice white light to it. Okay, so I've got the wires twisted together. I got some heat shrink on here to make sure that when I solder it together that it will have a nice, somewhat dry connection. I've got my license plate cover that I'm gonna put on here. That. And then just make sure that your white wire gets grounded on the outside, like so. Just gonna snug it up for now, and then I'll solder the wires. Okay, so they're both soldered up. They're not gonna come apart. I'm gonna put these strips across, heat shrink them together. There we go. So let's go see if that light will work. Okay, so I've got the LED on the left side and the incandescent on the right. There's definitely a big difference between the two of them. Now, obviously, I will show you everything when it's all said and done. But obviously, you're going to take the other light off, this one here, and you're going to attach it the same way, except the yellow wire is going to be the green wire on this one. Again, ground it on that side as well. Not going to show you that part of the video, but I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so we're going to take off the marker lights now and hook up those lights so that we can get those all done. Okay, so these are this is my power. If you remember correctly, the brown wire was your constant marker lights, or your side or your tail lights. So when the tail lights are on, this will be on as well. So I'm gonna hook up the yellow wire to the brown wire, and I may not need this gray wire. If this is the gray wire, I'll have to ground it. We'll check it first. So I'm gonna have to hook up this gray wire to the screw just like I did before. As you can see, it's nice and bright. So this gray wire is your ground wire on this one. Obviously it's a separate circuit, so this light needs to be grounded. Okay, so I've got it all soldered together now already. I've got the connector on there, and now I'm going to drill some holes so that I can mount this on the trailer. Okay, I'm just going to use my bolts that I had before. Self-tapping. Don't forget to hit the ground to the trailer. Okay, that's one side done. You're just basically going to repeat on the second side. Okay, so I got it all hooked up. Hopefully I hooked it up correctly. I'm sure I have. It's pretty easy to do. I've got my lovely assistant out here to give me a hand to check to make sure everything's working correctly. So if you go turn on the lights for me, please. 4 ways. Okay, left.
Left.
As you can see, I have the fast blinking because I don't have a load resistor on my truck to slow those down. Right blinker,
Right.
brakes,
Brake.
they're both working.
Brake.
Off, yeah, they're both working. All right, so last thing I want to check is to make sure these no, leave them on.
Oh.
Last thing I want to check is make sure these lights are working, which that one is working. And that one is working as well. So looks like I did everything right. I like the fact that we also have the side marker lights on these lights, so you can see from the side. And so yeah, if you're troubleshooting, if you're wanting to use this video for troubleshooting, definitely check your vehicle plug-in fuses before you start ripping apart your wiring on your actual trailer itself. And then definitely check to make sure that your lights are working if you have incandescents. And then lastly, check all the wiring to make sure there's no breaks in the wires on the trailer itself or the truck itself. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I think it's all wrapped up now and everything's all put away. And if you wanted to leave a comment or a question about this video, please leave a comment down below, and definitely like or subscribe to my channel, much appreciated. And thanks for watching.